And Drake here, and today we are going to be reviewing a Combiners Wars figure that is Leader Class Ultra Magnus. And first and foremost, we're going to take a quick look at the packaging, and you can see nice big transformers there. There's a nice picture of Ultra Magnus. Combiner Wars, there's his name. Ooh, look, there's an Autobot logo. That's pretty neat, that little corner there. There's a bigger picture of Ultra Magnus with Minimus Ambus. And Combiner Wars. On the back of the box is your obligatory product shot with more obligatory product shot. And then there's one for Minimus Ambus, 3 steps, 25 steps for Magnus. And there's your bio, which is there if you want to pause and read it. Go ahead. Okay, now let's continue. Alright, that's pretty much it for the box. Not much. That Autobot logo there, you can see right there, that little red Autobot logo. Alright, now let's bring in the big guy himself, Ultra Magnus. And so here we are, and there he is, looking all Magnus with his Magnusness, I guess. Very nice figure. I rather enjoy it. He is really well built, really nice sculpt, and yeah, as you can see, he's got his hammer. But that's not just the only use for these. It's actually 4 weapons, and if you notice, Ultra Magnus doesn't have his shoulders. Well, guess where they are? Right here. If you look, that's a missile pod. You can take these missile pods and plug them on to, I'll move his arm out of the way. Brilliant. Take this missile pod and plug it onto there. Just wouldn't be a toy review without some failure, right? That. Alright, now the other missile pod. Don't want Magnus falling off the table. And there we go. Now you got more of that G1 look. And you got a couple, you got this big hole for his, and if you look, it's basically 2 guns stuck together. Yeah. And he does hold them somewhat nicely. Let me, give me a second to do something here so I can stabilize my camera so I can show you this. There we go. Alright, yeah, see, you can just take it and clamp it into his hand, and there we go. Now, Magnus's articulation is basically your standard articulation set. You got his head is on a rotate, on a swivel. His arms do full 360s on a soft ratchet joint. His arms can go in and out, and you think, oh, that's not much articulation. Well, guess what? You can take his shoulders, move them up, and that gives you a couple more clicks of articulation. And then you just put that back down. He's got bicep swivel, 90 degrees of elbow bend, and nothing at the wrist, but his fingers are articulated. I need to get them more centered so I'm not going out of shot because I'm trying to watch this guy. And yeah, alright, fix his feet. There we go. And his hips go forward that much, back that much. They go in and out. He can do full splits. He's got a thigh swivel, a 90-degree knee bend, and his foot is articulated as well because it's on this weird little double hinge thing in there, if you can see that. There we go. Yeah. And there we go. That's basically all the articulation he has. But you're probably asking, where is he? Where's Minimus? He's supposed to come with a little Minimus figure. Well, guess what? He is inside Magnus, which you probably, if you're watching this review, you've probably seen multiple others, so you know this. But there, if you look inside, well, first let's take a look at that head sculpt. That's a very Magnus head sculpt. Very nice. I enjoy that. That's really nice looking head sculpt. And now let's take a look at Minimus. Just pop them open. Oop. Sorry. Well, there we go. He came unseated. Right, then you just pop open Magnus's chest here, and there's Minimus Ambus sitting right there in his in the chest, in his little cockpit. Gotta fix his legs so he stands properly. There we go. And now let's take a look at Minimus. He sits in there pretty well. Scoot Magnus back, leave him open. Alright, anyways, here is little Minimus Ambus. A little tiny guy. See, he's small, fits in my palm of my hand. Here. Let's see if, make it focus on him a bit. I was wanting to focus on the background. Come on. There we go. Focused a little bit. Yeah, there. That's Minimus. Very sparse on paint. And not a lot of paint detailing. His articulation is tongue stopped working. Something I share with them go, I guess. Yeah, ball jointed elbows, ball jointed hips, and pinned knees. And transformation is 3 steps, like you saw on the back of the box. And what you do is you pop that backpack up, and it hinges up. There's step 1. Pinning his arms together to the body. That's step 2. Then you take his legs and they flip up and over his thighs, and that's your step 3. And you get this little hover car. Very nice little hover car. I think that's really cool. The M's face and chest, and you can basically see how the robot works right there. But other than that, little hover car looks really nice. Very blank on paint. I think it could use some little paint detailing, like for the hands. I think that'd be neat if they painted that green as well, so you could give it sort of like grill or air intakes on the sides. But we'll put him off to the side, and we'll come back to Magnus here. There we go. The main attention. Let's get him into vehicle mode and take a look at that. So first what we're going to do is we're going to remove his missile pods. And just so you know, I did make a modification to my Magnus. On the back, if you look at there's supposed to be a little wheel piece here. I took that off because with that wheel piece there, he's an all-in-one toy. But with G1 Magnus, he was a truck with armor, and it was basically a White Optimus Prime with armor. And to help sort of replicate that, I took that wheel off so that you could remove the truck portion. So yeah, you can just, okay, so you just take, or decide to stop recording. Anyways, and what you want to do is once you get here, you take his head, push it down into his chest, put that little tab down, and you close it from this side first, because there's a little silver tab there, if you look, that goes behind the Autobot symbol to help lock it together. And like I said on my trailer, it separates from the cab now because I took off that little wheel. But yeah, what it is your cab will extend out a little bit and slide up, and you can take your cab and rotate it around and lock that in, and then you can push it back down. But let's take a look at the cab real quick since I can. A lot of silver painted detail and some yellow, and the Autobot symbol is nice red. See if I can get it to focus a bit. Yeah, you can see it right there. Not wanting to focus on it. And let's see if that'll fix it. There we go. Nice red Autobot logo. Now we'll put the cab off to the side, leaving let's put the trailer. Just imagine the cab is up here, sitting there. And what you want to do is you want to take the back of the legs here, unpeg those, and fold those out all the way. Then you'll take the foot, and it goes up underneath like that. Second verse, same as the first. There we go. And then you'll unpeg the shin and swivel that down and rotate the foot until it goes all the way around to peg in. And you can bring that up, and the chest will peg into that, just like that. Then you can put the shin back up for now if you want, and take the side piece, and it will peg right here on a little white tab here. Sorry if things go out of frame. I'm trying to do this from behind the camera, and it's a little difficult. So here we go. Now let's do the other leg. Now you rotate it around. Yeah, stretch out the leg, peg it together, and take this red piece, swing that around, peg that in, peg it in on both sides, and there we go. We just about got it. Now we straighten out that red piece there, straighten out his arms, make sure nothing is bent on his arms except for the fists. Close up his hands. Then you want to take the forearm, then stretch it out, and it just snaps right in, right there. And you do that on the same other side too. But that one's a little bit softer. Let me bring the camera down just a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Fix my tripod. Alright, there we go. And what you do is you just, now that you got here, you want to take these and swing those up and extend them. Do that on both sides. Bring it up, extend it, and then they'll peg together up front here, just like that, and peg together back here. Then you take this, and this will swing down and peg in on the inside of this blue piece back here. That came unpegged. Keep careful of that. Peg that in, and peg that in, and here, and then you just make sure that back piece is all situated. Sometimes the shin likes to come undone. There we go. There's the trailer, and then you just take Magnus and put the trailer on him, and we're almost done. But then we take these missile pods and put them up front in these little holes right here on either side. There we go. Now peg that in, and now on the other side, peg that in. Then we take his weapons. This one goes on this side because, well, if you put it on the other side, it'd be upside down. Take it and peg it in like that, and then you take this one and peg, and the peg is on the top, and you take that and you put it right here, and there we go. Let's keep this back Magnus up. He can hold Voyager figures, or not Voyagers, but deluxe figures. Holds them fairly well. They look somewhat okay. They're kind of big, but hey, he can somewhat carry Minimus. It looks like there's like a little place back here where Minimus can sit on the forearm, right there. But yeah. There we go. Yeah. And of course, a couple things I left in the box I didn't show you are instruction manual and the collector's card. Let's take a look at the card. Open up the side panel here. Why not grab them both? Why not? Why not both? Alright, here's the collector's card. Here's your basic collector's card. Transformers Generations. Yeah, Ultra Magnus right there. Nothing else. And your basic instruction manual, just nice picture of Magnus there holding his Magnus hammer. And your transformation instructions. Your instruction for a little Minimus Ambus. Yeah. So all the people that helped, well, that's just some information right there. Little smaller stuff down there. Yeah, that is Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. Well, and that is Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, and I will see you next time I do a video. Bye.